Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Laboratory. It's been a while, I'm glad to be back, and I have a couple of really cool things to show you today. A few new items that I've obtained. I'm going to do a little bit of a review and show those to you. Also, I have a repair slash improvement thing to show you as well. So anyhow, I'm anxious to get going because it has been a while. So let's roll. All right. The next thing I want to show you, or the first thing I want to show you is this. This marine dress jacket was kind of beat up when I got it. Not too terrible, but it needed a serious cleaning. As you can see, it's a little dinged up and a little faded, but not bad. The buttons, the little beads that are gold colored on here, that are sewn on, and then this thread pulls loose and they get all floppy and the color wears off. I decided I was going to do something a little different. So as you can see, I've got like these little brass buttons on here. I think they look a lot better. I wouldn't do this to a really nice vintage piece, but on one that's somewhat beat, this works pretty good. I'll show you what I did. I got some of these brads from the woodworking section at Hobby Lobby. And it was a real simple thing to do. Using an actual picture of a Marine Corps dress jacket, what I did was I simply poked them through at the right location on the front of the jacket, and the right number, obviously, according to the picture. Cut them off on the other side, flush with the cloth on this end, and just a tiny little dab of super glue at the end of a toothpick to hold them in place. And as you can see, turned out pretty decent. Also, they matched the very simple, just little, round badge on the hat. But this turned out good. Looks pretty nice. Makes things displayable. Nice quick little repair mod for you. And shit, I don't know, it took me maybe 20 minutes to do this, after resewing the clasp up here and the snaps, obviously. Anyhow, quick little modification, repair type trick for your marine dress uniform. All right, next we have Green Danger. This is given to me courtesy of my friend Eric Lorenz. As you can see, the uniform itself is in very nice condition. Thank you so much, Eric. He had two of them, and he gave one to me. One hell of a good guy. Anyhow, it's nice and pressed. The collar's flat. It's typical of late issue sets. These uniforms are made out of a very thin polyester material that deteriorates over time fairly easily. I have had some of these later issue sets come apart on me trying to put them on the Joe. All it takes is the finger just to poke through the cheap material. You can see the pants are the same way. However, this one is in pretty decent shape. Just for the record, only had 2 left boots, and these technically should be low detail boots, but that's okay. We'll get some more of those coming up someday soon. Very nice shape. Excellent. This lucky guy managed to score 2 of these sets in a lot that he got, but unfortunately only one of the really hard to find green snake, of course. But hey, thanks anyway, bud. Set's very minimal. It includes that snake, the uniform, plus just your typical machete that you'll find in in a lot of other sets. Nothing special there. And the box from Dangerous Removal / Definition. Apparently you're supposed to put the snake in there. And Joe kills the snake and puts it in there, or does Joe put the snake in there before? Only Joe knows. Anyhow, yeah, I was lucky to get this, and thanks once again, Eric, for the 10 millionth time. And it's pretty cool. Hard to get set, especially the snake. Okay, next we have, I don't remember the name of this darn dinosaur, but it is a Jurassic Park toy. This one's pretty cool because, like a lot of these smaller ones, it's about the right size for Joe, about 1/6 scale raptor. And this one does some cool stuff. Let's get in there a little closer so you guys can see here. As you can see, he roars, makes noise, his mouth automatically opens, and wiggle his tail, and the rest of his, he does this. The roaring is kind of irritating after a while, but it is kind of cool. I can just imagine kids driving their parents nutso with this stuff, just like some of them horribly loud toys we had as children. The articulation is halfway decent. Tail wiggles a little bit. The knees only have 2 positions, which unfortunate, but I think that helps him to stand. I have another similar Jurassic Park dinosaur, India raptor or something like that. He's real similar without the noises and stuff, but his knees, I had to wrap some Teflon tape in there to keep them, stiff because they wore out fairly quickly. And that dinosaur is pretty much about the same as articulated as this one. Pretty nice paint detail. And them claws, my God, those are wicked. When I was a kid, I was so into dinosaurs, and it's really cool nowadays that they have, toys like this that are based on actual scientific theory as far as appearance and coloration and stuff like that. But then again, so much more has been discovered since then. Anyhow, he's pretty cool. I'll probably use him in maybe not a diorama, maybe a photo story or something. Well, winter's coming, probably not till spring or summer. But in any event, check out Walmart for a lot of these dinosaur type toys. I see some other guys are using them in dioramas and pictures as well. Okay, last but not least, we have this. Well, let's get this stuff out of the way. This is the Sunny Smile Scimitar, or what's the other one? Anyways, it's a small British light tank. It's very similar to the Iron Knight. It has better detail, I think. But detail on these blow molded toys is never all that terrific. I happen to like this one pretty well for one really main reason, is that it's a lot better in scale as to Joe. This is like a 2-man crew light tank, if I remember correct. And if you look it up on online, you'll find more facts about it. I did, but I cannot remember everything off the top of my head. I think it's supposed to come with a machine gun there, which is missing. Radio antenna go up and down, which is kind of neat. And the neatest thing about it is it's got an actual working suspension. Pretty cool. This one here appears to be unplayed with. I got this from my friend Edley Merritt, and I bought this from him pretty cheap. In fact, the shipping was like twice what the toy cost me. But anyhow, I can't find any real signs of playware at all. Another reason why I think it ain't been played with is because I also got this with it. Check this out. An unused decal sheet. They're all there, all in decent shape. Haven't decided if I'm going to put them on yet. I probably will. That's just me. Toys are made to be played with. If it was in the box, I probably wouldn't. But then again, I don't buy stuff in boxes because I can't resist opening it. So anyways, let's see. What else is there about this? It's pretty cool. I know what else we can do. See how it looks there. Yep. Yeah, Joe fits in there pretty good. Yep, I'm liking it. I think I'll try and find me like a British tanker uniform appropriate to the air. I'll look it up and do a little more research on exactly what type of tank this is supposed to represent and such. I have seen some that are exactly the same that have German markings on them as well. I don't know if that was something that was, that was offered or if that was a custom. So anyway, there you have it. There's my quickie short video for the day. I'm glad to be back, like I said again. Thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you very much for sticking with me if you're still watching my stuff, the old ones, because I haven't done one in a while. In the future, you can expect to see some more, as always. And also, the next stuff coming up is probably going to be some project catch-up. I've got a couple of projects going that I've been for a year now, over a year, that I've been trying to catch up on. So that'll probably be the next video, and that'll probably happen in about a week. So anyways, thanks again, guys. Thanks again, Eric, and thanks again, Ed, for the cool stuff. You folks all have a great day. We'll see you again soon. And thanks for watching Mike's Laboratory. Stay safe, guys. Enjoy your Sunday.